Hello, my Libras. I am here for your reading. It is Thursday, by the way, right? So I'm here for your reading for the week ahead. So I am happy to see you here. Thank you for coming by. If you are someone who is brand new, thank you for coming by. I hope that you'll consider subscribing before you leave. My name is Elsie, by the way, and thank you for coming to my channel. This is 10 of Cups Tarot. So if you are someone who is here all the time, hold the door open for the newbies. Thank you so much. I do need that from you in order to be able to keep growing here and keep offering these free readings. I just need to keep growing, that's all. So if you enjoy the content, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and there's lots of content on the site, and just remember that time is fluid. It is not linear. So if you go to some of those readings from the past, you will find that they probably resonate now. All right. And just, you know, it's not going to resonate with everybody, and that's the truth, because I'm picking up lots of energy, right? So this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading. And if you're not sure what that means, you can read below as well. I am starting out with my deck, which is called the Modern Witch, and I love it because it is, well, it's a bigger deck, and I kind of love bigger decks, but I love it because it's the only deck that I have that depicts women of color, women and men of color, which is wonderful. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna split these here. All right, you know what, before I go, I'm just going to ask, and I do pray over these cards before I start, but I'm just going to feel like I need help from Archangel Michael for guidance and Archangel Chamuel for understanding. If I could please have my guides and angels, please. I do need your help with signs and symbols. Thank you for all the blessings you give me, Spirit. Thank you for giving me this beautiful gift to share with Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, here we go. What is going on with Libra? What will be going on in the next week, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got one here, and it is the King of Wands. So somebody taking control, somebody feeling a little bit fiery and frisky, feeling like they could take the spot at the front of the line and go with it. Someone who's gained confidence in themselves and who continually is growing. Yeah, I see this staff here. This wand that he's holding there, you can see that there is growth coming out of that staff. And I feel like... Sorry, just going to put the readers on for a sec here. Yeah, I feel like this is more of Aries energy here. I feel like this is Aries energy more so. I also feel like, yeah, that you are on the path to growth. I think that's what I feel. That you are on the path to growing. And you're learning something every day. And I feel that that the growth that you have had over a short amount of time has been spectacular, I think. And it's because you have adopted this King of Wands energy. You are thinking of yourself as a king and not as, you know, say a page or a knight. You are thinking of yourself as the king, queen status, right? All right. What else do we have here for Libra? You are doing something that you love, for sure. So it could be someone or something, but we will clarify that. The Ace of Cups is about overflowing love, happiness, romantic times. It is, you know, deep conversation and just being happy, just full-on happy and being fulfilled, feeling fulfilled. It's a really great feeling to feel fulfilled. And then we have the Hanged Man. So you've been thinking a lot. You've been planning something. I think there are some things that you don't say out loud that you choose to keep close to your chest. And I think the things that you think about when you are in the Hanged Man position is something that you don't usually share. I feel like you are someone who is always thinking, but I think that you almost are, I'm seeing someone on the inside of a jail. Let me out. I feel like you're a prisoner to your thoughts. Very highly intelligent, very educated man. Eckhart Tolle once said, you know, that you're going to have a lot of thoughts within the day. You can pick which ones you want. You don't have to believe them all. You don't have to believe everything you think. And it's true, because we all go through ebbs and flows where we're feeling great about ourselves, we're not feeling so good about ourselves, feeling a total loser, feeling a total winner, you know, feel like the King of Wands. Now I feel like I'm, you know, the Page of Cups. Like we go through cycles in our lives where we're kind of high and low and feeling, you know, I'm doing okay, but I could do better. So I feel as though this is the information that you're thinking about while you are in Hanged Man energy. Now, I do see the Hierophant. So it tells me that you either, one, want to do the thing that is right. You want to do the right thing, whatever it is that you're thinking about. You could also be... you also could have someone predominantly in your life who is Taurus. The Hanged one, the Hanged Man energy, I believe, is Pisces. And then we have Ace of Cups, which is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And the King of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So kind of everybody's represented here, and except the air signs. Except you guys. So I feel like you've been thinking a lot about what you're going to do next. Will you follow a group? Will you do your own thing? Will you take the time to do the right thing? I feel like there's a lot of things for you to think about lately that you are... Yeah, I think your inner growth has been pretty good. I think your inner growth is something that you should be really proud of. Because the Hierophant I see as someone who is an authority. A Hierophant could also be corporation. I don't think it fits here though. But I feel like the Hierophant is an authority on doing the right thing. And I feel like you've been doing the right thing, that you feel like you're in a spot maybe where you can help others, or you have some sort of a talent that you can help others with. I know a lot of people are getting into the mask business, but maybe you do that. Or maybe you just are someone who takes care of your neighbors, who just makes the phone call to certain people to make sure they're okay. I feel like you're just always doing the right thing. And I don't think you always did. That's the thing. That's why I think it's pretty wonderful. Okay, let's clarify some here and stop speculating. Let's get some answers from Spirit. Cut these. All right. This is the Light Seers Tarot. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I'm using, you can see them down below in the Amazon link. If you do purchase from that Amazon link, I do get 10%, just full disclosure. All right, so the King of Wands. Tell me about the King of Wands. Yep, King of Wands, there we go. We've got the Wheel of Fortune right out the gate. So you're not only feeling like the king here, Libra, the king or the queen. You know, we don't read genetics or gender here. We read energy, right? So it's the energy of the King of Wands. So not only are you feeling like the King of Wands, having the energy and the confidence, and you know things are going to be going your way. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the planet of gifts. That's Jupiter, right? The planet of gifts, and things are about to turn in a very fortunate way for you. So whatever it is that you've been manifesting, I think that it is coming. And let's just see if we have any indication of when. What else do we have for the King of Wands, please? King of Wands. King of Wands, please. Too many. King of Wands, please. King of Wands, clarify. We have the Two of Wands. So you're at the crossroads. You're at the crossroads. You can do anything that you want. You can go left or right. You can pick a path and choose an adventure. And you know, within reason, staying safe. But you can pick an adventure and choose that adventure and do that thing. And I think that makes you really excited, because I think that with this a Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, I think you're going to be going places, doing things, even in your mind, that you never thought were possible. And I feel you standing at the crossroads, but being so excited about all the different directions that you can go from that crossroads. What is the Ace of Cups, please? Clarify the Ace of Cups. Clarify the Ace of Cups, please. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, please. All right, and we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. Let me think about that for a moment. Knight of Swords in the reverse. So not really... showing up. Ace of Cups. So something that you love. I'm going to say something. I don't think it's a person, but it's something that you love, but you're not really showing up for that thing. And I feel like the Knight of Swords in the reverse tells me that you are scared of success. You're scared of moving forward. You are scared of blurting out all this information, as the Knight of Swords will do. It's like the Knight of Swords. I don't know why in my mind's eye this person is someone who just doesn't really... It just blurts out everything, right? So I feel like the Knight of Swords is the one who, you know, just screeches up on the horse, kicks open the door and says, hey, I'm here and this is everything I have to tell you. And I feel like you're holding that back. You're keeping whatever you're doing under your hat, and you're not really sharing all that information. And I think that you want it to be a surprise to others, because to me, the Knight of Swords, when it's upright, is a surprise. So I feel like this thing that you love, you're keeping under wraps, and you're not really telling anybody what you're doing. You're not, I mean, maybe you've mentioned it, but you're not giving any details. And I think that that kind of makes you happy, that you can sort of do things under the radar, this thing that you love, the thing that you're deeply in love with, and that you don't necessarily have to tell everybody at this moment what's going on. Knight of Swords, of course, is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, right? That is your energy there. What else do we have here? We have the Four of Wands. So I feel like whatever it is that you have under your hat is going to be something that is going to give you stability in your life. The Four of Wands is 1111. You're also seeing signs and symbols. You might be seeing signs and numbers. Now, if you are seeing signs and numbers, if you're seeing repetitive numbers, I would say that, you know, if you pick up the phone or look at the clock or wherever you are and it's 1111 or 222 or 333, you know, even if you look at the phone or the clock and it's 6:37, I would suggest that you look up angel number 637, or why am I seeing 637? And it's going to tell you what's going on in the ethers at this time. Is someone trying to connect with you from the other side? Are your angels and guides trying to connect with you? Maybe it's time for you to meditate and get more answers. But I feel like you're about to feel stability that you haven't felt before, because you have decided to believe. Yeah, I feel like this Hierophant over here is about getting up that staircase and actually finally seeing what you didn't think you believed was real. And I feel like someone has proved to you that the universe has got your back. And I think that's why why this person is so freaking happy. You can see the staircase behind them. You can see the light in the sky, and they know that the universe has their back. So I think that you have finally realized that things are going to start happening for you, moving in your direction. I think that you're still cynical about that because the Knight of Swords in the reverse, but I feel as though you believe more now than ever. The Hanged Man. Tell me about the Hanged Man, please. What energy is there? Yeah, you're going to become financially stable. So whatever is happening, whatever you've got planned, is going to make you financially stable. It's going to allow you to be charitable. I think when I look at the Queen of Pentacles, this particular depiction of her, you can see her eyes are closed. And I feel that tells me that you're intuitive, that you actually feel things that other people don't feel, or that you don't realize that you are someone who is quite intuitive, that can feel it coming before it happens. So I feel like not only are you going to be financially stable, charitable, helpful to people around you, but I think that you are also someone who is feeling this coming as well. Very cool. The Hanged Man, please. Clarify the Hanged Man. We've got the Ace of Swords. There we go. We are right at the very beginning. The Ace of Swords tells me that you want clarity, that you want to have a conversation with someone, and you really do want to tell people what's going on. You want to give others clarity. You really want them to know what's going on, but I feel like you're keeping it under your hat because it's something pretty exciting. We will come back to that, though. Why is the Hierophant here, please? Clarify this Hierophant. You're in love with the Hierophant. You're in love with Taurus, I think. And you are looking at, I think, not only a relationship, but emotional relationship, something that gives you to a connection in a deeper level, and maybe possibly thinking about making that permanent, maybe about marriage. What else do we have here for the Hierophant, please? The Hierophant. Doing the right thing by the person that you love as well. Two of Cups. Hierophant is about doing the right thing. Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. And sometimes I think you feel that you're being left out in the cold, but honestly, not with the Hierophant and the Two of Cups. You are not being left out in the cold. Let me tell you that right now. And I feel like this Five of Pentacles is a representation of this reel that you're playing in your head, you know, that this is you feeling lack. Oh my gosh, I'm on the outside looking in, because I think that's what you're used to. I think you're used to feeling like you're on the outside looking in, but you're not this time. You're actually on the inside. Someone else is looking in at you and you don't realize it, I think. Can you clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Why is that here? Oops. Okay, we're all backed up. Hang on. Okay. So we end up with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You feel as though that it's too good to be true. That you can't be at the beginning of making bank, of making pentacles, of learning something new that's actually going to come to fruition and make money, that you definitely cannot be there. But the thing is that as you continue to heal and bring your pain to an end, you know, the things that people have said to you, the communications and connections that you have still playing in your brain on that nonstop reel, I feel like once you put that down, that's when things start to happen. Once you get out of the negative thought mindset and once you get into the positive mindset, I feel like things start to move really quickly. And the Eight of Wands tells me that the energy from here moves really quick. And I think that's going to scare you a little bit, but I think that you're going to hang on for dear life, because you've been trying to put this off a little bit. You've been waiting and waiting. I feel like your energy is there, but still quietly you wait on the sidelines, waiting for your ships to come in. And I feel like that is what happens. I feel like, to me, the Three of Wands is not only waiting, but to me, it's also knowing that you have what you need to move forward, but not moving forward. I think it's a little bit of fear as well. Why is the Hierophant here, please? Now, this is the Hierophant that is clarifying the Four of Wands and the Knight in reverse, if you remember. The Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant, please. Clarify the Hierophant, please. The Hierophant, please. Oh, there we go. We had that one jump out. The Hierophant is being clarified by the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like you are a skeptic. I feel like that's what that means, that you really want to do the right thing, but that you're skeptical about the whole deal. The Eight of Swords tells me that you're very skeptical, that you can, that thoughts become things, that you can breathe life into things that you think about. I think you're still a little bit skeptical. You're scared you're going to get hurt. You're scared you're going to fall on your nose. Fact of the matter of things is nothing really good that ever grew like, from the bottom to the top like that. Most people go through a position in their lives where they go through ebbs and flows, and then finally you catch ground and you hit the ground running. And I feel like you've had some false starts. So I feel like you're a bit of a skeptic when it comes to the energy of the Hierophant. I don't feel as though you think that the energy of the Hierophant is for you, but it is. It is about doing the right thing and standing steadfastly, in your own shoes, saying, I am going to do this thing. And the Page of Swords is here. And that tells me that you're doing some investigation right now. Investigation online, possibly, because there is something coming up that you want to dream into life or breathe life into, but you're still in the working stages. You're in the working stages of figuring out how you're going to pull this all together. And so you're online doing some research. Why is the Ace of Swords here, please? The Ace of Swords is here because of the Ace of Swords. So there is, you've been thinking about it for too long. And so I think that the clarification is sort of making you a little bit squirrely. It's making you sort of hang out up in your head, not really knowing what to do next. But I think that if you continue to work, you're going to break through that barrier. Now, I feel like the energy of the Queen of Pentacles is going to do that, is going to help you with that, because there is no way that an earth sign backs away from anything. The earth sign is going to, is going to run at it like the bull, or, Virgo, Capricorn, stay grounded while things are moving on around them. And I feel like that energy, if you do have this grounded energy around you in your life or in your chart, that this is the energy that is going to help you get through the Ace of Swords energy. I do see a tower here, and I'm just going to clarify that tower to find out what's going on here. Tell me what the tower is about, please. What is this tower about? Clarify the tower. The tower is about the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you become highly emotional whenever you think about this thing that you love so much, that you want to bring to fruition here. You get highly emotional about it. You start to worry, and I feel like it's so deep within you that you love it so much that it is something that kind of gets you excited and scared at the same time, I think. Why is the tower here, please? Tower is here because of the Nine of Swords. Yeah, whatever it is keeping you up at night, keeping you feeling as though you can't do it. And sometimes I think you quite literally are up all night thinking about why, the pros and cons of why you might be doing this thing. Everything is fine. Coming to the end of your pain. So anything, negative people who've gotten in your head, it's time to kick out that stuff. You're feeling a little bit defensive about all of this, and I get it. You've skinned your knees before, and I feel as though you feel that it's coming again, that it's going to happen again this way, but I don't think it is, to be honest. Why is this Five of Pentacles here? Five of Pentacles is here because you've had your heart broken before when it comes to this thing that you love, right? You've had your heart broken before. Five of Pentacles, please. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is the Chariot. So you are going to be successful. That's the thing. The universe, the Chariot is a card of the universe. It is the major arcana card. You have to be successful. And there's no way that you can get around it. You are going to be successful, and it's going to come quicker than you think. So you need to get on it, whatever that thing is. Whatever that is that you love so much that you want to bring to the world, you need to get on that thing. Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here, please? Why is the Two of Cups here, please? Oh, way too many. Two of Cups, please. Why is the Two of Cups here? There we go. The Two of Cups is here because of the Nine of Swords. I think this thing that you love so much is giving you a little bit stress, and that you think that you're not enough, that you can't do it, but I'm here to tell you that you are enough, and it is going to happen because, the Chariot is the card of success, and success is moving forward for you. You're at the crossroads here. All you have to do, my sweetheart, is just make a choice. Do that thing. Take a step out. Pass the crossroad, pick a road, and decide what is coming up next. It's your turn to make a decision about what you want to do next. Let's go to Denise Lynn, Traveler, Sacred Traveler. Ooh, that one came up pretty quick. And we've got Get the Big Picture. Get the big picture, and one more. And taking shelter, the answers are within. So I think this 9 here is representation of, you know, what's going on in your mind right now. I feel like if you do take shelter, the answers are within. I think some meditation manifestation is in order. And then it says here, the view from above is that you just need the big picture. I'm just going to clarify these with the Under the Rose Lenormand. There we go. Get the big picture. Oops. What is the big picture? I've got everything all screwy here. Hang on. Would be unlike me to flip-flop cards, right? Okay, there we go. All right, so the big picture. What is that big picture for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? The big picture is the bear. What is the bear? The bear I know is the leader for sure. Better put my readers on here. The bear is about leadership, for sure. Everyone following the leader. It says here, something or someone overbearing, especially in a business or a career. Okay, so the view from above is, I think that it is about business, career, overwhelming. It's about being strong, steadfast, being the leader. I think that in the past, you have been the follower. You've been the one who has not come up, or who has come up, the idea person, and has not moved forward on that, but everyone else followed your lead. And so they became successful, but you did not. And I think that you thought you were okay with giving away, this bear has a salmon in his mouth. You were okay with giving away your salmon, but then when you realized that there was no reciprocation, you're like, oh, I see. They just came to take my stuff and then go. And then we have the clock tower. See the clock tower here. Number 19. Number 19, objectivity, enlightenment, institutionalized perspective or objectivity. It says analysis, discovery, innovation, perspective. So this is, you know, you've got a perspective now on what went on in the past, and you're not going to let that happen again. You are going to move forward, and you're going to find the answers within this time, rather than having someone else you know, having you give your information to someone else and have them making money on your information. It's time for you to go within, take shelter, and find the answers within and use that, because you're at the very beginning of something amazing. The stork brings birth. It's new life. You're breathing new life into something. And the stork is about things starting again at the very beginning. And just don't listen to the naysayers. There could be a fox in the hen house. And the fact of the matter is that not everyone is going to be happy for your success. There are going to be people on the sidelines. Who the hell do you think you are? How do you think this is going to work out for you? You think you deserve it? Like, there's always going to be not only you in the back of your mind, but there's always going to be someone else on the sidelines who may not be doing as good as you, or who maybe is just going through a patch of envy, who's going to be jealous of the things that you're doing and the things that you're achieving in your life. But I feel as though you have a good perspective. I feel as though you know what you have to do in terms of taking your path. You have the Wheel of Fortune on your side, which is amazing, because there are some really cool things coming for you. You got the Hierophant twice, which tells me that you are doing this for the right reasons, and so you will be blessed. I also see this tower here, but I don't feel the tower is anything except you trying to step out from behind the fear wall. And when you do, it's going to shake you down, and that's okay. Life will never be the same moving forward, but that's okay, because you're not planning on doing the same thing you always did. Right. All right, Libra, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for coming here. If you are the person who is brand new and you did subscribe, thank you so much. I'd appreciate if you just travel around and look at some of the other videos. Please go look at That's the Facts Jack. I do have a sale on for readings right now. I'll put a link right here for you. And if you will, well, one of the sides anyway. So if you will go and look at That's the Facts Jack, you can see what sort of sales I have on for the month of October, and just send me an email before you send any payments so I can figure out what it is that your needs are before we start moving any further, because I'd like to get you on the schedule. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for showing up for me. And thank you very much for all the kindness and love that you show me. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to your comments.